What's up, doll collectors, hobbyists, fabsome besties? I'm Toya, an adult doll collector. Welcome to my miniverse. I make a lot of minis around here for the dolls, but sometimes I need stuff for human-sized Toya. You know, me. So let's run to the store and get some fabric. To Dollar Tree. While I was walking around, this caught my eye. Closet Essentials Storage Cube. There are a couple of different styles. You know what? I think we could use these to make a playpen for my mini baby. We might also need some wooden dowels, but this is totally not what I came here for. I'm supposed to be picking up flannel to make a few reusable paper towels that aren't made of paper. But maybe we can do both today. We are back in the studio. I picked up cotton fabric with a couple of different prints. They all feel like flannel, and I think the colors and prints can go together. Each one is 18 by 21 inches, so I'm going to cut 9 by 9 inch squares. I cut 2 of each print. We can mix and match the prints if we want, or keep the fabric the same on both sides. Let's take 2 squares and lay them good side to good side, matching up the edges. Use pins to help hold them in place. Then sew around the edges using a needle and thread or a sewing machine with a straight stitch, leaving an opening so we can flip it inside out. Tuck in the fabric at the opening, iron it flat, then sew a top stitch going all the way around the edge, making sure to close the opening. And now we have a reusable paper towel that can also be a comfy doll blanket. These are great for drying your hands after washing them or cleaning up small messes. Then we can just throw them into the wash, get them all cleaned up, and use them over and over again. Love this! We're taking our mini skills out of the doll room while still making stuff for dolls. Talk about gift ideas, and make sure you wash them before use as well. We can make a larger one. I'm gonna cut a rectangle that is 12 by 9.5 inches out of the striped fabric, and I found some white fabric left over from another project. The selvage has a little fringe to it, so I trim off about 3/4 of an inch from the edge, and a 12 by 9.5 inch rectangle. Take the fringe, place it on the shorter sides with the flat side lining up with the raw edge. Repeat on the other end, then carefully place the solid fabric on top. Pin them together, sew around the edge, leaving an opening on the side. Cut the corners, carefully flip it inside out. Now we can see a little fringe on the ends. Top stitch around the edge to make a larger reusable paper towel that can be used as a dollhouse rug. And y'all, now we can store our minis in the kitchen. Now let's grab one of those storage cubes we picked up earlier. I got the one in taupe. We got mesh on the front and some fabric that we can use here. Y'all, these edges totally look like they could be a playpen. So let's carefully cut off the zipper, leaving us with the mesh and the trim. Let's fold it in half and cut 2 rectangles out of the center, trimming off the curved edges. I'm gonna try to make a square that's about 5.5 inches on each side. I cut a piece of cardboard that is 5.5 by 5.5 inches. Cut another piece of the bag that is slightly larger than the cardboard. I cut a piece of felt the same size as the cardboard. Put the felt on the cardboard, the fabric on top, and glue it down underneath to make the base. Then we have our netting, and I thought maybe we could use these for some supports. Since they are a tube, I thought we could put a wooden dowel through them. However, the wooden dowels from the dollar store are too large, so I'm going to use a few wooden dowels from Michael's. I bought several in a large box a while back. I thought it was a pretty good deal, and I had a coupon. I cut one into 3-inch pieces, then push them into the tube. After making 4, take the side with the seam, make sure it's facing out, then take the wooden dowel, push it into the corner, and glue the excess underneath. Repeat on all 4 corners. I take another wooden dowel and measure the distance between each pole, which should be around 5.5 inches, probably a tiny bit less. Cut 4 pieces. Feed the wooden dowels through the fabric with the net. This is a little bit of a challenge, but I find that twisting it kind of helps to feed it through. I left a tiny gap in the middle so it can bend, and we're going to glue the wooden dowel that we put onto the cardboard in that gap. Then glue the ends onto the next pole. Repeat for the other side, then take the bottom of the net and glue it underneath. It's a little lumpy in some spots, but I think it's coming along. Cut strips of leftover fabric, fold over the sides, then fold it in half. Sew a straight line down both sides so it's finished on both sides. Fold over and glue one end, then place it over the corners and glue down to cover the seams, giving it a more finished look to complete our mini playpen that we can use with the babies from MGA's Make It Mini Baby Food so they can sit up and look around. It works with Barbie babies. It's kind of cute with the little bobblehead ones and the big-headed ones, Baby Born Surprise, and of course, Zuru, my mini baby. There is plenty of space for the mini babies to chill in the new playpen. And if we want to make it more comfy, we can take leftover fabric, cut 6 by 6 inch squares. I cut 2 out of the flannel and 1 out of felt. Place the flannel onto the felt, and I'm going to top stitch it all over. I went in one direction and then the other. That's going to flatten it out and give it a nice little quilt look. Take the other piece of flannel and lay it on top. Sew around the edges, leaving an opening on one side. Then cut the corners, flip it inside out, fold in the opening, and top stitch it around the edge to make a play mat for the babies that can fit inside of the playpen to change up the look a little, and it can double as a coaster. Dual purpose minis. Love it. I made 4, giving us 4 coasters and 4 different styles to use in the playpen. We can store all of them inside when not in use, but if you don't like the look of this sitting on your coffee table, then we can take more of the wooden dowels and the thicker ones from Dollar Tree, along with one of their wooden plaques. I cut a 6 by 6 inch square. While wearing a mask, I sanded the rough edges outside, cut the large wooden dowel from Dollar Tree into 3-inch pieces, apply a little glue onto the bottom, glue them into the corners, cut the smaller wooden dowels to 2 3/4 inches, glue several between the corners. I cut another wooden dowel at 5 1/4 inches and glue it across the top to make a wood playpen that you could paint if you wanted to. We can add the mat and use it with the babies, and we can use it to store all of our coasters. And the wood might look a little nicer on a side table. I could have been a little neater with the glue, which I'll keep in mind for next time. A few videos back, we used the pallets from Dollar Tree to make a chair. Let's take 2 at $1.25 each, along with a few leftover wooden cubes, and make a quick phone stand. Glue one pallet to the other, glue the wooden blocks underneath, and allow it to dry. While we wait, let's make a cushion. I got this light blue flannel at Dollar Tree. I cut 2 9 by 6 inch rectangles, lay them good side to good side, and sew around the edge, leaving an opening at the bottom so we can turn it inside out. You know the drill. Trim the corners and flip it inside out. Add stuffing. I lightly stuffed it so it will be able to bend. Sew the opening closed. Then bend it and place it on the pallets to make a quick, comfy chair, kind of similar to the Barbie Fashion Fever futon. Perfect for spending time with the babies, and we can totally use it as a cell phone stand. And since the cushion is not glued down, we can switch it out whenever we want and place it in the dollhouse, pair it with the rug, add the playpen to the corner. We can keep a blanket close by, use a few scraps to make smaller pillows. That can also be pin cushions to make a cozy little space for the dolls with just a few quick crafts that are also dual purpose. So now we're not just crafting for the dolls, but also the humans. Thank you for joining us while we did a few quick crafts for the dollhouse and us. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram and YouTube at MyFroggyStuff and Bella of MyFroggyStuff on Instagram. And we will see you next time. Bye!